Welcome back, my C-Lovelies. How are you beautiful people doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day. One of my subscribers recently has pointed out something to me, and I didn't really realize this until they commented it, is that we have been doing so much in this world as of late, like massive, big projects. So since this update has come out, I want to list off everything we have done, and this is why this is important for today's video. We did all the achievement hunting, and whenever we switched over to the Xbox One, we got all the achievements pretty much in one episode here in this world. And then we went and found Eduardo again, and then we had automating an iron golem, squid, and mob farms, world tour, 1,000 subscriber special, horse breeding, building a wither skeleton farm, fighting the first wither, best Minecraft prank ever, automatic potion brewery, the 2,000 subscriber special, world tour of the past and the future, rebuilding an automatic gold farm, and now we're here, episode 44. I didn't realize how many big projects there were in just that little amount of time. Gold farm, wither farm, automatic potion brewery system, automating all the gold farms, etc., etc. It's been crazy here. And whenever you do all these big projects, there's a few small details that get left out. There's a few small details, and then after a while it builds up. And there's stuff from 1.5 to 2 years ago that I just never got around to finally finishing. And I'm looking around, you know, we have this right here that never got worked out. Of course, this whole top mountainside, I don't know what to do. I just do not know what to do up here. Exalted really likes that little thing over here, so I haven't demolished it yet, but I just wish I could come up with something. I might have to create a copy of this world and just play around and create it for a while and see if I can't get something sparked, because I really want to get done with the top of this mountainside. I really, really do. Of course, there was the dog farm, or the dog house that never got made. There's just so much stuff that there's a lot of small details, and I think today we're going to focus on that, and it's going to be a random episode. There's so much that we need to do, so very much. But before we get going into that, because I don't even know what the title of this video is, I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be, I don't know anything. Normally I know everything going into an episode. I'm going in blind today, but we need to get some smaller stuff done. And I think there's something I want to do over here, but you guys need to check out the first time I harvested the gold. The gold farm has been reaping its rewards for me, and we actually need to do something small in there as well. But here is the clip. I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get paid, girl. I'm about to get paid. I have been waiting for this moment for so long. I'm so excited. Alright guys, look, check this out. We have all of this, all of that, all the way back down, all the way back up to right here. Check it out, guys. It is finally filled up, and it hasn't overflowed yet. It is still filling up in those last remaining hoppers in the back. And over here for the zombie flesh, we have all this. But many of us will never know what it is like to throw money on a bed and just jump up and down and be all excited, just swimming in your own money. This is the closest I'm ever going to get to that feeling, guys, with this gold farm. All of those hours put into this farm for this one moment. The gold nuggets has been processed, and we have exactly 11 stacks of blocks of gold. How sick is that? Remember, guys, I want a full double chest, but I'm gonna enjoy this moment. I have an idea. Don't give me that look. I see that look that you're giving me. I wanted to know what it felt like, okay? I wanted to see what it felt like. I regret nothing. Many of you will never know what it's like to swim in your currency, but I do now. I hope you enjoyed that little bit with the gold there. I thought that was kind of funny. But this is my third take of this exact moment right here. It's getting quite annoying. I've had back-to-back file corruptions, so hopefully that will not happen again. But that's not the only serious problem we are having right now. Look at all of this. This is getting out of hand everywhere we look. How much zombie flesh does one Minecraft player need? Maybe... and we're here with over 30 double chests full now of it. But the one thing that we do love, we love this, don't we, guys? Check it out. So it has grown since the last little clip you just saw moments ago. And I've had to stop AFKing at the farm because the zombie flesh is just backing everything up. So what we're going to do, this is going to be my third time rebuilding this, but you guys are going to join me hopefully for the last time of me building this. So what I have done is, if we come up here, you can see that this is the item filter level. All the hoppers are coming this way. And so if there's anything that needs to be filled up, it will still go into these hoppers and then go into the chest. But once everything gets full up on everything, they will then hit this hopper chain. And we are going to go all the way down to here. And I do have a night vision potion for this so you guys can see better. And the reason why we've gone so low with this hopper chain is because if you have an auto dispenser just going off 24/7 on a clock, it gets very annoying. All you hear is this little tit. You'll hear it in a minute. And I went into my creative world and I built this, and I built it just so I could see how far away I can go where I'd never hear it again and where it won't ever bother us. And that is 15 blocks above it. So I've gone about 18 blocks down, all the way down to bedrock. So let's build this thing real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult. So dispenser here, and then we will have a repeater going into it, and then some redstone. 1, 2, 3. And then we put one to the side of the comparator, one right here, and we have to have it on subtraction mode. So subtraction mode is this, where you can kind of see the little torch. We then turn this bad boy on, and yeah, it starts filling up nicely. So let's just throw in our lava. We'll throw a glass there, glass there, glass there, and we'll throw some right there too. Because if you get in the corner, you can pick it up, and that gets very annoying. So I'll in the editing, I'll definitely lower this, but this is very loud, the audio of this thing going off. So yeah, that is how we have built our first little auto dispensary of destroying all types of zombie flesh. It is very, very annoying. So next up on our list is, well, we're going to do two things. One, I'm just going to tell you about something that's going to happen in the future. Now, whenever we expand our world, this wall will no longer be here. It will be something else. And originally, whenever I started building this place, I really didn't think we would need a big nether hub. Like, there was no reason on the Xbox to travel through the nether to save up on time. And now that we are getting ready to expand and bring this a lot closer to a PC level, I need a new nether hub. And we're going to have to redesign, unfortunately, some of this a little bit. But I'm trying to get an idea of how I want it to go. Now, we could go with a nice dome. We've seen the dome. On the Minecraft server, they've done the dome. Etho, I know, has a dome. Or we could do something like the Hermitcraft server kind of has. I'm trying to list off YouTubers I think some of you guys will know what I'm talking about. And the Hermitcraft server right now, they got a nice straightaway. Just a straight line and then a nice arch roof. And I want to ask you guys, what are your ideas? Because we're going to have, well, I'm trying to think. One thing I'm going to build in here is a nether storage room. Because right now I have all this. Like, I need multiple storage rooms in my world because we just have so much gunk everywhere. And it gets annoying. And so I want to have a nether storage room, and then I'll have it where it can auto sort, which will be nice. Another place that we might have is an area to a guardian farm whenever we end up having a tunnel going that way. A tunnel for the witch farm, a tunnel to Achilles' house, my cousin's house, J-Dog's, Exalted's house, wherever they end up going, my future place. So we need to make sure that we have a lot of options to go to a lot of different places. And I'm asking for your guys' feedback on this because I'm a little stumped. Normally I can pick up things pretty quickly, but when I can't, I like to go to you guys for inspiration. So if you guys have any screenshots or any ideas on how we could create a really cool nether hub in the future, let me know. And also, speaking of storage rooms, because I'm going to be building that nether storage room, but I try not to do back-to-back nether episodes. I try my best, but we might have to do another one here pretty soon. But so that's another thing. If it annoys you guys doing back-to-back nether episode projects, because I want to build a blaze rod farm as well. But up here, I'm going to create another storage room above my storage room, mostly for the mass bulk. We might create an auto furnacing room in here as well, and our old potion room will then turn into our bedroom, since this room has no purpose now. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And now, so we're gonna have one storage room, two storage room, third one in the nether, and a fourth one where we go mining at, because we just get so much resources down there. And I'm not the guy that just leaves cobblestone on the ground. I have to pick it up. I need to go sort it out. And we're gonna go down there right now for a different purpose. Now we're at Exalted's little tunnel system, but a long time ago, whenever it was just me and Exalted here, and it was whenever we actually played together a lot, we came across the world and were mining. And look at this tunnel. This tunnel is nasty. This is what we're gonna fix. It's just really random, and that was because we didn't know that to kind of just mine up, or like mine a little staircase back up and you would get back. But I had a map on me and I could see where our houses were, and I was so lost. I didn't know where we go, and this is actually how our mine shaft tunnel ended up happening. I want to fix our staircase. I want to make it not as much of a wasted time, and I want to make it look at least a little bit nicer where we can fix it in the future. But yeah, we were so lost. If we come right down here, I was just tunneling, trying to get back to our house, and on the map, I could see where our houses were. So I would tunnel a little ways, and then I would try to, figure out where we were. And so this is what it was, like in one of my very first months of Minecraft, like where I'm trying to figure everything out. And this is why we have this ridiculous little tunnel system. So this is what I'm going to work on next, and then I'll catch up with you when it's done. Well, it has been a few hours now since the last cut. It's a phrase that I typically use in big projects. Guys, I just can't help myself. I'm over here trying to have a simple episode. Hey guys, we're just going to do small things today. That's my mentality. Well, it all started with me messing up. I probably mined an extra 500 blocks. I went one direction, realized I was going the wrong way. I went another way. It was just horrible. And nothing worked for the first hour and a half. And then I decided, hey, let's switch up the plan. And so I started planning in my head like I would with a big project. I thought this was a small task, take 20 or 30 minutes. Why plan? That's where I made my error. But we have come up with something pretty good. So you can see, I have found diamonds along my travels. Had 4 ore, fortuned them, great. And I've gone through 2 pickaxes. And this is why. Yep. I said I was going to do a small project. That's what I said. And then 4 hours later, we're over here with a massive tunnel. So you're probably wondering, what is this? Some of you guys might already know. I'm going to be building a minecart elevator. right around here. And yeah, it's going to come down, and it's going to come through here. And later, not this episode, no, not this episode, but I'm going to be redoing all of this down here as well. Once the world expands is when I'll probably do it, and I have this extra wall over here. Well, we might actually have enough space. This is the world border right here as where it stands. See, oh snap, no it's not. Sorry. It's not too far off though. One of these tunnels nearby will show that you can hit the world border. It's not far off at all. But yeah, I want to have a dome for sure in this room. I want to have an enchanting room somewhere. I want to have our automatic storage system somewhere else. And then we're going to have like a nice little tunnel to come up here. And then we can do all of our mining like I do normally. And if I remember later in the episode, we'll do the X-ray glitch and just let you guys see how much I've actually done the speed mining. It's awesome how big it is. But let's go ahead and go up here real quick. And I might call it a day for this project. We're not here to purify it. No. I'm thinking I'm just going to put in the minecart tracks. And yeah, I think that will be it. So let's go all the way up here. As you can see, this is quite a climb. Come on. We got to be reaching it soon. There we go. Wow. That's tall. But yeah, so I cleared out all the walls, and what I'll do is I can just place the blocks up against this wall. I don't have to do any more carving in here. And yeah, so we'll have some... Well, I need to figure out a theme for everything. And I'll figure that out in due time. But it's going to be minecart related, and that's why I'm not going to do these up here as well. I'm going to wait a bit, but I will go ahead and put in a temporary minecart track in the meantime. And just so you can get a feel of where it ends up at, it's going to be right here. And I've realized our minecart game is very weak in this world. Recently we've been stepping it up, you know. We got the automatic potion brewery, and we did the gold farm, we used them, but we're very out of date on many of these things. And it's time to automate some of those, and I might make the rest of the episode based around that, depending on how much time we have. But I'm going to start trying to figure out how I want this to go in the meantime. And yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful people again in a little bit. Well, I have some great news. We have successfully put in our little minecart track, and I want to go test that with you guys right now. It took a little bit of work doing. It probably took maybe an hour of my time, because I'm trying to figure it out, and because I've never built anything like this before. But it has turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. So what we have going on here is I got 3 droppers going into a dispenser, and once I stand on this, it will turn off the rails and pop up a minecart, and then we'll go off. So let's give this thing a little bit of a shot, and look how fast this goes. You ready for this, guys? We just whip by everything. I don't know where the best place to look is whenever I'm going around. I built this thing so big so we could have these nice looking walls whenever we decide to put them in and purify it. But we go by it so fast, I just don't know if it's worth putting in a ton of detail. But I'm going to do something. I got to do something detail oriented, because you never know when I'm just going to walk in here for something and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is what it looks like whenever I'm not whizzing by it at 100 miles per hour. But yeah, we get from point A to point B in like under 10 seconds, and this is great. So let's take a look at this. Everything is subject to change. As of right now, I've put everything on stone brick blocks, just because I feel like that is a high probability that is the block choice that I'll end up going with. I've decided that I kind of want to go with an abandoned mine feel, and so there's going to be ores all throughout these walls. And so I'm going to have to start silk touching some stuff. And yeah, it's going to be pretty nice. I need to get another silk touch pick. And yeah, so this is, I don't know how I feel about the glowstone and redstone blocks. You guys can comment that down below as well. But this works now. So on this end, I have it on the same side this time. So if I just do this, pops up, and there we go, and we're off. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm loving this. I think this is a great addition. This needed to be done for quite some time, and just like that, I'm off again. So I'm going to go look at our minecart station real quick, because let's go over what I might do, because I might do that as my next little side project real quick. I have no idea how much time we have left in this episode, because I'm also contemplating doing another big change on the gold farm and taking out all of those hopper minecarts for just hoppers. It's getting pretty annoying, them randomly stopping when I'm AFKing, and then I just see a trail of like 52 gold ingots, and I don't know how long they've been out for. I don't know how much gold I've lost because of it, and it's getting annoying. But let's take a look at this real quick. Now, the way I've been doing it is I've had it like that. We get out, and then the piston pushes this, it gets powered on, and we go. So in this, I forgot that I took this out because of the automatic potion brewery right here. Totally forgot that this hasn't gone anywhere, and I've been throwing my minecart tracks in here. And there was like 4 or 5 just built up right there. But I got an idea. So the cactus needs room to breathe. It can't have any blocks around it, otherwise it won't work. So we're kind of limited in the space, but I definitely want to keep this wall here. But what I could do is have it kind of set up throughout this little area. Then we'll have hoppers that follow not through here, because I like this, I like the glowstone look coming all throughout here, but maybe right here along this line, all the way down here. So the hoppers would come this way, and then they'd go underneath this wall, and then right down here, I'd have to switch out some of this cracked stone for 3 droppers and another hopper. So that might look a little weird. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to play with this yet, but I think we can make this work. Okay, it is now time to test everything I've been working on. And normally, this is the end minecart track that we go on, but whenever you hop out, and then I normally will just go into the end, and that's it. So this cart will either get left, or I'll destroy it, and it'll come with me into the end. And then after a while, the minecarts in the minecart station get all off track. We don't have enough, we have too many, etc., etc. So what I did is I just added in a full stack worth of rails to try to compensate for a minecart that does not have a person in it, because it will go too slow and it'll get stuck on the track. So this is a first test, and hopefully this will work. So what we're going to do is let that one go. Wait for that. Hop in. Go. Can we see it? Okay, yeah, we can see it straight ahead. So hopefully we won't A, catch up to it, and B, it will get there. We are starting to catch up to it, though, and that does make me a little nervous for the test. Oh, dang it. Alright, test number 2. We're going to give it just a little bit more of a head start this time. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, now I don't think we're going to be able to actually track it this time, but I'm really hoping this will work this time. And it's weird coming on the minecart track headed this way. I never do this because we are catching up to it, because I always go to the end. There's no reason for me to ever come back on this track this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, keep the speed. Keep the speed. Don't let us catch up to you. Awesome. Awesome. Good deal. Awesome. So, what we will do here, let's go like that. Now that should work, and I will patch all this in. If we come down here, you can see that the hoppers are going underneath all of these, so they should all be coming back through here and then into this. Now I haven't prettied everything up yet. I have backed up this wall, and it kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, I wish there was some mossy stone brick stairs. That would be nice. I could add them like right there. But I've had to rearrange the wall just a little bit, so I'll step on this once. And I've already stepped on it once, so whenever you build one of these things, it takes, I think, on the 3rd try, so this should be the try. Yes. Good deal. Can we break that real quick? How do I... Okay. Yep. Thank you. Okay, so hopefully that's all working correctly now. So give me one more second. We'll do a test. Alright, this should be the last test, so I don't want to go to the end. I want to do a quick test, so let's go to the tree farm. I believe it is the closest of all of our options. We hop on, and why won't it not let me jump into the cart with ease? Okay, so that's a little weird that it wouldn't let me just hop in like that. But we are headed to the tree farm, and it feels like, yeah, I'm above it now. This is a weird little glitch. But hopefully this will get resolved in the future. It does feel weird. We are right at the top. We're on nothing. But let's go back. Oh, there was a chest right down there. And it breaks. And yeah, I think we have this up and running now. I think this is all working. Awesome. Good deal. Okay, so that is another project that we have just completed. I just spent some time analyzing this area right here. I'm doing a lot of tests still on this gold farm because I am really tempted to make a tutorial for this gold farm, and I want to make sure I get all of it worked out before I try to even attempt a tutorial. So I'm not really sure how I would do it. This is a big project. This is going to be a long tutorial, I feel like. And I want to make it the best tutorial possible so people actually stay and give it a shot. But yeah, so what I did this time is I added more powered rails all along this row, all the way to this side as well. And I'm hoping this will solve some of the problems of a random minecart getting stuck. Because I feel like when it's in this right there, because it's surrounded by those extra blocks when it goes in, it slows it down into this area. So the solution with this is just keep throwing powered rails until it solves. That's pretty much what it is. But I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way of using it. And I looked at the hoppers, and I did the math. Let me pull up my calculator real quick. If we wanted to switch everything out, it'd be 432 hoppers. Remember, a hopper is made of 5 iron ingots in a chest. So that's not only a lot of iron, but that's a lot of wood. And we definitely have the resources to do that. But I just feel like there's no point whenever I've already done all this. And it's working relatively well. It just has a few hiccups from time to time whenever I do anywhere from 6 to 10 hour AFK sessions. But so I did that, and I recrafted some of the gold. And this is halfway there pretty much now, almost there. And I've been using some of the gold, so we've technically already gone over halfway. But yeah, so we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. And another problem, it just all hit me at once, and I might work it out in creative here, and we might end the episode this way, is whenever I craft, it takes me about 20 minutes to craft everything whenever everything is filled up. Now this one wasn't all the way filled up, it was about to here this time whenever I crafted everything. But it gave me an idea. Now stick with me here. Remember that auto dispenser we created earlier in the episode with the zombie flesh? I want to do something similar, but I want to create a room underneath this room. So maybe like this would have a piston that would pull back. We could go down a ladder on both sides. It could do that. Then we'd have this little room down here. Now, if I'm able to figure out a way to have a hopper underneath all of these chests, but have the hopper powered, I could control the flow of everything, of all the gold. And hopefully what I could do is have everything get funneled into an auto dispenser, and I sit in one little area, and I just get rained down with gold nuggets. I sit in one spot, and I just craft everything all at once without having to move. So I think I'm going to create a copy of this world. We're going to go into creative, and we're going to just test it out, and then maybe next episode we'll build it if it works. Guys, I got so hyped up on adrenaline that I could not go to sleep, and I had to continue building with this idea. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to pan out now at this point. It has the potential, but this is a pretty crazy idea. Whenever a crazy idea comes to me, I normally get really, really excited. Like, it's almost like adrenaline. And I just get really inspired. And I just want to create something cool. And now I'm starting to get to the point where I don't necessarily need a ton of tutorials. And like all of this stuff that I just did, there's no tutorial involved. It was just me being like, oh, okay, so this is the problem. Let me do this and this. I'm excited because my redstone knowledge is getting better. But let's take a look. Let's take a look here. As you can see, all I've done is add 2 levers. And that's it. It took me a long time to figure out the redstone of how levers work. No, I'm just messing with you guys. But this one does absolutely nothing. This is just to act as a placebo effect, just to give it a little bit of symmetry for everybody that struggles a little bit with the OCD. And then this over here takes us to a wonderful place. A wonderful, magical place known as the Gold Room. Now, if we come in here, as you can see, looks pretty nice, pretty fancy, showing off the wealth a little bit. I feel like you got to show off the wealth a little bit in these builds, like the Iron Golem farm. I had to put some iron on it. But let's check this out. So what happens when we pull this lever? Well, what happens is the door closes behind us, and we immediately start getting showered with gold nuggets. Now, as you can see, it's filling up nicely. Like, all we would have to do is just sit here, and we would just do this, and we would wait, and we would do this. And pretty much, you could just do that for as long as you wanted. Now, here's the problem. This actually looks really cool. I don't feel like it is fast enough. Like, what I would love to do is somehow figure out a way to add 6 more dispensers at minimum. And have them all, so then pretty much every little tick is 9. And that would give us an ingot. So that would increase the speeds quite a bit, but I don't know how to separate all the channels equally. So let me show you how I did this, in case you're wondering. I have created just a mess of redstone back here. And I have, remember all those little automatic rapid dispensers we made earlier in the episode? Well, here's 3 of them right here. And so what happens is, this is where the lever is. So we have all these different directions that it goes to. This closes the door. This goes to 1 automatic dispenser. This way goes to 1 automatic dispenser. And this way goes to 1 automatic dispenser. Now this one I'm thinking about ripping out, because this is to act as an overflow filter. Now this is the, if we go, let's see, can I break this? Yes, this is the first chest that you see. See where we're kind of at? We just go like this. Yeah. So these hoppers are here, so none of the gold comes out of this chest until we flick that lever down below. So if we wanted to, we could craft everything up here instead of having to go down there. But what I learned is it's taking forever to get all of that gold out into all of these separate channels to the rapid dispensers, because I made 3 different hopper areas. So we got, that was 1. This is 2, and then this is 3. So we got 2 and 3 right next to each other. So 2 goes into the first one, while the third one wraps around and goes into this one. So the question is, how can I get it all split up to where I could get 6 extra ones in on the action? So then it would increase the times, and then I'd probably remove this item flow filter, which means that all of that gold in that chest up there would only start getting filled up until every one of these hoppers is filled. So that could be annoying as well. So this is going to be an idea that I'm going to toy around with. And if you guys have any ideas on how to fix and how we can add 6 more, that could be the game changer. that could be the game changer. But yeah, so this is a work in progress. I'm actually going to save this creative world and keep it with me so I can keep messing around from time to time, because this is actually the same concept I had for our automatic potion brewery transport system. But the problem was I didn't have enough room to do all of this where we use the item flow protection. But maybe I can figure something out now. I don't know. We will have to see. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Let me try to get out of here so you can look at me when I say goodbye to you. Where was it? Aha. Right here. There we go. We'll just sign off in this little room with this on. Why not? But guys, I really hope you did enjoy today's episode. We did a little something different today. We didn't work on one big project. It just turned out that we kept going back and forth between Minecart, working on minecart tracks, and working on the gold farm a little bit more. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, and then I might be able to start getting some more episodes, because this only took about 12 hours worth of gameplay. It wasn't too bad. But yep, you guys have a beautiful day. Next Survival Island is one that you're going to want to watch. It's going to be epic, guys. It has the feel of this main series Let's Play, so I'd recommend checking it out. It's going to be out in 2 days. Alright, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Deuces.